come from fields where rice grows high. My hometown's cheers light up the sky. My legs were weak, could barely stand, but now I race with dreams so grand. I'll eat my hopes, pile plates up tall. Each step I take, I'll never fall. This track's my stage, the wind's my friend. I'm Augury Cap, I'll fight till the end. I'll run, run, run with my hungry heart, chasing miracles I'll never part. Through the dust, through the roar, I'll soar. My stride's unbreakable, I'm craving more. Casamatsu star, I'm burning bright. I'll race to the top in the blazing light. No finish line can douse my flame. I'm Augury Cap. You know my A bowl of rice, my victor's prize. This appetite sparks fire in my eyes. Rivals charge, but I hold my ground. This gray-haired girl won't back down. From country trails to city shine, I'll carve my legend, make it mine. Each race I run, I prove my might. I'm Augury Cap, born to ignite. I'll run, run, run with my hungry heart, chasing miracles I'll never part. Through the dust, through the roar, I'll soar. My stride's unbreakable, I'm craving more. Casamatsu star, I'm burning bright. I'll race to the top in the blazing light. No finish line can douse my flame. I'm Augury Cap. You know my name. When nights grow cold and doubts creep in, your cheers give me the strength to win. A bite, a step, my dreams take flight. I'll storm this track with all my might. Super creep to watch me fly. I'm coming for you. I'll run, run, run with my hungry heart, chasing miracles I'll never part. Through the dust, through the roar, I'll soar. My stride's unbreakable, I'm craving more. Casamatsu star, I'm burning bright. I'll race to the top in the blazing light. No finish line can douse my flame. I'm Augury Cap, forever my I'm a great filly, born in '84 spring. They said I was nothing, but I'd make 'em sing. Hit the turf in '87, Fujin Amari's call. Surge past the pack, yeah, I want it all. Nora Cannon next, I blazed through the gates. December's roar, I sealed my fate. Kyoto's gold in '88, night. March of '88, I was pure dynamite. Did a show spring, I charged through the rain. 3,000 meters left them in my lane. Takarazuka Keenan, I faced the best. Outran the giants, put them to the test. Autumn's Tenno show, Oguri Cap came near, but I led from the front, showed them no fear. Oh, I'm fast, got that fire in my soul. Gray coat gleaming, I'm taking control. From the back or the front, I'll steal the day. Tamamo cross, I'm paving my way. White lightning rides, I'm thunder on the track. Tamamo cross, ain't no holding me back. From Hanshin to Tokyo, I'm claiming my sky. 3G1s and 88, watch this gray Billy fly. White lightning rides, I'm breaking the mold, defying the odds with a heart of gold. Tamamo cross, I'm the queen of the race, running my world at a champion's pace. Oguri Cap, yeah, we lit up the scene. Gray versus gray, the ultimate dream. Japan Cup Arima, we fought to the wire. Two legends clashing, setting hearts on fire. They said gray horses couldn't stand tall, but I broke that myth, I answered the call. Horse of the year, I earned my name. White lightning to forever my flame. White lightning rides, I'm thunder on the track. Tamamo cross, ain't no holding me back. From Hanshin to Tokyo, I'm claiming my sky. 3G1s and 88, watch this gray Billy fly. White lightning rides, I'm breaking the mold, defying the odds with a heart of gold. Tamamo cross, I'm the queen of the race, running my world at a champion's pace. Now my hooves echo through history's song, a gray Philly spirit forever strong. From a humble start to the top of the game, Tamamo cross, you'll remember my name. White lightning rides, I'm blazing the sky. Tamamo cross, the star that won't die. I'm the mayor with the fire, got a rebel soul. Leather jacket on, I'm taking control. Wind in my hair, yeah, I'm built to race. Slinging through the turf, gonna own this place. My old man's box, they're humming my tune. Engines and dreams, I'm chasing the moon. Call me over, I ain't here to play sweet. I'm vodka, baby, feel the ground shake beneath. I'm vodka, ruling the derby's game. Crashing through the gates, I'm spitting out flames. Cool as hell with my heart on the line. I'm breaking all the rules, this victory's mine. Dower Scarlet staring, thinks she's got my crown, but I'm kicking up dust, I ain't backing down. First Marin years to steal that derby throne. 340's ticking, I'm bad to the bone. From the track to the streets, I'm living it loud. Roaring like my bike, I'm drawing the crowd. No frills, no fear, just a spark in my stare. I'm vodka, and I'm blazing everywhere. I'm vodka, ruling the derby's game. Crashing through the gates, I'm spitting out flames. Cool as hell with my heart on the line. I'm breaking all the rules, this victory's mine. Cooking in the kitchen, but I keep it low key. Ain't no soft side for the world to see. Love's a drag, I don't play that scene. I'm a biker's daughter with a champion's dream. Swing my tail, slide that glass.
Hello. Hello, chat. Hello, Ether, Affinity, Paul. Hello. So I know you're wondering what you're thinking. You said Ilya. This isn't Ilya. No, it's not. I got asked kind of a bit of a last minute thing to do a small, short little scene. So we're doing that, but I'm waiting for the person to come into VR. He's taking his time. Anyways, hope you guys are doing well. Tired Foxo? Yeah, she's tired. She's doing better. I'll say that. She is doing better. But she won't be around for a few more days. But yeah. But yeah, anyways. Been, going through and, like, noting things that what happened from last night. A lot of notes that I've been, keeping track of. But yeah, very interesting pieces of info got dropped. Very interesting. Did you at the CA channel talk about you? Yeah, I did. Oh yeah, no, I enjoyed that. Yeah, so I'll say this much because it was stated on stream. The plan is to have Celeste look at the her artifact, or look through her artifact. So we will see what happens, because more than likely we're not gonna get the answer until next week anyways. More than likely. Cause yeah, that was very interesting with what Beal saw. Very interesting. So it's just like, huh, the fuck does this all mean? Very, very interesting. What are your thoughts on a Star ships list? I think I missed that bit. Hold on, let me go look. Did you put it in this? You put it in the CA chat. Okay. No, I'll just show it. Don't mind. Let's see. Oh my god. Yeah, I saw a lot of this, and I was just like, you fucking gremlins. Yeah, I know. Interesting. I can tell you a couple of those are off the list. I'll tell you that much. Just because of certain things, which I won't say on stream. But something like that happening. Do I see a stalwart getting into a relationship? Probably. I don't know when. The fuck is this idiot? God damn it. It's not off the table. It really isn't. There are a few people I could see it happening with. But that's a long process. Yeah, it would be a very long process, but there are a few people that I could see her getting together with. It's just more of how would it be reciprocated? Because more than likely, yeah, fair. More than likely, it's going to be someone asking her, and not the other way around. Though there is situations where she probably would ask. I would say the people that she would ask is like 1 or 2 people as of right now. And even then, that's not even like her in character saying that. That's me out of character saying that there's probably 1 or 2 people that she would potentially even ask. So it's something that we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, there's a few people. There's like of the people that are listed on that haul. I'll say right now, 2 of them are off the table right immediately. I will not say who, but 2 of them are off the table immediately. But yeah, you remember one of them? We'll see if you do or not. Now, let's see. Oh yeah, for those who didn't see, I did post the new tier list for her. Which, I don't mind showing that. Some fun things that happened. Yeah, there you go. For those who want to know, like, see the tier list I did while I'm waiting for a certain nerd to get his ass in here. You fucking slew. And I will note, I did post it when I did post this in the CA Discord. Tier order actually does matter here. Position of if there are multiple people in a slot, they do and don't matter. This one was fun to do. This one changed heavily. This one changed heavily. Especially following what happened, What happened last session? Astra's one she definitely wants to get to know more. But the person playing Astra, there's reasons why they haven't been there. So it's a little bit difficult for them. But hopefully at some point. Anyways. Hi, Gen. This one was fun to learn another little interesting tidbit too. Further lending credit to the theory. This was a fun conversation to have. This was a text RP. There's some text RP stuff that I need to actually like copy down and post it. So this is one of them. This was another one. Jesus, fucking Nako. Yeah. Yeah. Some very fun little thoughts following that. Feeling better mentally? She's getting there. She's getting there. Yeah. Now she may not be the only dominant around. She's already not been the only dominant around. I can tell you that right now. She knows of two others. Yeah, she knows of two others. She hasn't met the other one, but she knows of them. She's only actively met with and spoken with one another. So, yeah. Hi, Usagi. Oh, yeah, they have. Hello, leg. What are you doing? Oh, you're fine, Ether. Just waiting for a nerd to get his fucking ass in line. I'm good. Just talking about stuff from last night. Last night was fun. Lots of interesting insights and a lot of friendship bonds furthered. I hate the heat. It sucks. But yeah. Next next week's Curiosum session, I'm very much looking forward to. There'll be some interesting downtime notes for that. But also, there will be some interesting things that'll be that I'm aware of one thing happening. And there will be one thing that I will finally get to show off. So, 62F. Yeah, no kidding. I hate the heat. It sucks. Okay. About 5 more minutes. Cool. We're good. Yeah, I remember you telling me about it. Oh, it's interesting how that actually plays out. Huh. Never noticed on that. Okay, that's cool. My temperature's below 80 and I'll start freezing. Oof. That's me with anything over 75. I start burning up. I very much prefer the cold. Can't put on sunscreen since you're allergic to it. What are you allergic to specifically? Because I know that there's sunscreens out there that are very much tailored to skin conditions. I much prefer cold. Hey, FaZe. Coffee temperature today? For whom? Ilya? Technically yes. Whenever Jade gets in. I'm gonna get this fixed at some point. Get that fixed. Oh, that's fair. Don't know what chemical it is exactly, just know it makes you break out in rashes. Are you using, like, generic-based stuff? Because if you are... that might be why. Because, yeah, if you're able, like... I mean, my suggestion would be if you're able to, go see a dermatologist. They would be able to narrow it down for you. But, if you know... yeah, that's always the hard part, is trying to figure shit out. Trust me, I've been there with dermatology stuff. The fuck? Love how that's tied to that. That's so dumb. That's true. That's true. So I'm curious, chat, because I know that, fair enough, Uzagi. I know some of you were there for, the funny little, looky into her artifact. I'm curious as to what you guys think your theories might be on that. I have a couple. I have one, but I won't say anything, obviously. But, I'm wondering... what you guys might be thinking on it. Let's see. I'm curious. Very curious to see what you guys think. You won't say? That's fair. Because, yeah, I think I have ideas. We'll see. We'll see.
Royal blood flows through my veins ever bright.
Mm-hmm.
The turf's path, I carve dreams in the light.
Yeah. Getting told that piece of information, I didn't expect that, I'll be honest. That was a fun surprise. Especially with the description of it. Because, yeah, as it was discussed in character, granted, the three of them are very curious as to what this is. But this is also a very, very dangerous game that they're going to be playing here. The moon was acting and looking into that. I don't think there's a correlation to that, specifically. Is Cynthia available in the future? Depends. What are you talking? What are you needing? I don't think there's a correlation between those two things, Paul. What is this? Sundays. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna take care of this after RP. Find something else probably interested in take apart. DM me. It depends on what you're doing. No, the moon's saying something. What the moon was hinting towards is something different. Which is probably something that she'll ask on later. But I don't believe she was implying anything to the artifact. But given what was seen by Biol, and because Astalri hasn't seen it, I have thoughts as to why. I mean, granted, her not seeing that is one thing. But the fact that he sees something completely different, or saw something that she had never seen before, is also is surprising. Checking the group. Okay. Because that was what was surprising to me, was that it was something that she had never seen before. Could be the other star? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Given the colors that were noted, I don't think it is. Because Helios isn't those colors. Let's also put it this way. That's assuming that it is Helios. I don't think it is. I have a thought, but I don't know for certain. Also, Kagoshi's about ready, so. It's interesting. That's for sure. Yeah, I have a couple thoughts on it, which I need to remember to write them down, so I don't forget. But the main thing that I need to know right now, or like wait for right now, is hearing back as to what Celeste sees. If she sees the same thing, or if she sees something different. If it's the same thing, that tells me one thing. If it's something different, that also tells me something. So yeah, it really is something of just, we have to wait and see. But I was talking to Snowy earlier, and she's just like, yeah. We're wondering. She's like, I'm wondering. It's like, yep. Yeah, fun stuff. That being said, one of the things on Astalri's mind right now is keeping track of Lillian. Hey, Gren. Speaking of Lillian. Hi, Gren. It's because especially what happened last session. How Lillian was feeling. And what we literally just did in Text RP. Because she knew. Astalri knew. And that's what worried her. But Lillian got to see a little something different. Oh my god. I'm gonna kill this dog. Yeah, but it's something that Astalri knows of a few people that are going to be struggling heavily with upcoming things. And I do mean heavily. Lillian is one of them. There's a couple others that she's seen of the year ones that she's a little concerned on. And then there's some that have definitely stood out of like, huh, okay. Interesting. You know. We will see what happens, cause I give it 2 weeks minimum before we start hitting shit hits the fan. I would say 2 weeks. Before we start really diving into the main the story plot. 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah. Yeah. Yup. I'm excited though.
My record's clean, the fastest filly the world's ever seen. With a laugh and a pose, I dazzle the crowd. My spirit's too big to ever be cowed. From the 70s spark to today's bright stage, I'm the idol who'll never fade with age. So crank up the music, let's dance through the race. Marusinski's here to set the pace. I'm the supercar, racing wild and free. Marusinski's the name, come and run with me. Zoom past the stars, I'm the queen of the day. On the speedway of dreams, I'll always lead the way. Oh, always I'll shine with my heart in flight. Burning up the turf in the morning light. So rev your hearts, enjoy my ride. I'm Morenski with the world by my side. The track's my home, where I'll always be the supercar queen.
Alrighty. Look on your tier list. Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Alright. Let's get this shit going. Showtime chat. I have to go yell at Couchy. I will hard mute here in a minute, chat, because there is something that I need to discuss real quick with the boy. Do I want this one? Yeah, I want this one. Alright, I'll be right back, chat.
Of all the times to pick a cold environment, to pick the fucking snow for a quiet conversation, now is the time to pick it.
Yeah? Probably one of the safest places I know of, except for taking you somewhere else. And quite frankly, I would have had to have had permission to do so in the other one.
Oh, that's fair. You also did not, what's the proper phrasing for this? Current situations aside could not have been planned for, at least not by you in advance.
Yeah? Oh boy. Okay. Alright.
You're really going to make me do this? Alright.
That's on you. That's on you at this point. You're the one who told me you said you were off, so to speak.
Yes, a private talk would have been better in a much warmer environment when I had the option to wear more clothes. Yes, hi, how do you think I'm doing right now? It is the opposite of I'm having a great time.
Damn. Okay. Hello. I mean, if you want to go back and hide yourself, you are more than welcome to. That's up to you.
Well, oh no, now I'm using my mana to keep myself warm. Little shielding of sorts. The fur's only insulating so much. I mean, the fucking snow. It's a small snowstorm. It's almost a blizzard at this point. It's...
I'll make this a little easier then. Around us in about a 10-foot diameter radius, the wind is going to stop. You still see the blizzard and snowstorm flowing around, but it's not flowing in. We're basically, think of it as an eye of the storm. There. That should help you a little bit.
Thank you.
Had I known this, of course, I probably would have picked a different location, but I didn't know, first and foremost, and secondly, the way that you had described things, well, you kind of had my worries kicked up a notch. But given that I'm not seeing the telltale signs of certain things, I think you're just overloaded on mana still.
This is indeed a mana. Although one would, I guess, assume differently depending on the old sayings.
Fair enough.
No, unfortunately, this is Dylan's doing. She thought I was having a good time, and I had been left alone for far long enough and decided back problems were in my future.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Try doing that with having 6 tails and that. I'm not going to give her ideas, though.
Does it not balance out? I figured at least...
Actually, it does for me. But that's what I'm saying. You're still going to have to deal... dealing with multiple tails and such still takes a lot of time to get used to. And I've had to rebalance myself every single time I've gained one.
Oh, don't worry. I've already started on the second process for my little joke. And I have been walking around.
I remember. Okay. Okay.
So, kind of already understand what you're talking about.
Yes.
For the moment.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, so at the very least, I'm not sensing anything of that sort. So that's one worry I don't have to stress over with you. But you're saying that that mana is not leaving your body, or at least not normally?
What?
You said that you still had primordial within of you.
I said that I still had the mana from before. The way you described it was something I already had, what I have been dealing with from beforehand. I don't necessarily think his energy left. I think what I took in has adapted and is simply either settled or just ambiently flown off. I haven't felt different, necessarily.
Couchy, she's gonna do mana sense. Does she still sense primordial earth within Ludric?
She does.
Is it a perfect meld or is it separate?
It's weird.
Okay.
It's separate, but it feels like it's still attempting to meld with everything else that is there. It's not fitting in perfectly, but it's almost like it's adapting.
Okay. Is there conflict at all within that, between the magic, the different types of magic within it?
No.
Okay. And given what you told me before I unmuted my chat, we're not dealing with certain something. Okay. Interesting. So what I can at least tell you right now is that your mana, it's trying to balance itself out. Still is. It's not in conflict, interestingly enough, but however much you absorbed, it's still there. And it's trying to find its place within your body, so to speak, within your magic. For me, mine melded perfectly and seamlessly. If you were to look at my magic, it's a cohesive whole. There is no fracture, there's no deviation. It's like naturally fit, like a key to a lock, so to speak. Yours, the best way I could describe how I'm sensing it is that the lock is there, it has the key, but the key doesn't quite fit. But it's adapting the key to make it fit, if that makes sense to you visually.
So it's, what, reconfiguring me?
Not reconfiguring, it's more of trying to figure out how to meld with what you have. Yours is interesting, because by all accounts and purposes, at least with those that I have encountered with primordial magic, or at least primordial magic in general, something like that is not necessarily common, but then what you've told me about your people and your kind, it kind of makes sense. Had you not told me about what your people are and what they do, I would have been a lot more worried. In your case, I'm not so worried, and I'm not sensing anything else, nor am I seeing telltale signs of another thing. So I think that's less worry, it's just more of your magic is trying to incorporate the primordial earth. Now, whether or not when it does so, if it in fact does become that, that's a whole nother question, but again, at least in my case, well, the telltale signs of that was this. But I don't know if it'll be the same for you.
I mean, my body already does that.
Fair.
Technically. Well, it's strange. It's... we never figured out why it started. For context, at least there's a bit of an explanation. Completely off topic. I need to come back here more often. This is a nice little scenic spot for conversations. It's nice.
By all means.
Good
It's
choice.
not a place where you
Here.
need my permission to get here. It's just more of this is a safe spot, so to speak. So no one can listen in, basically.
Fair enough. So, a while back, and I mean a while, I mean, I would say it's almost close to a year. No, it might be close to a year at this point. You heard about the tree burning in the Warrens, or no?
No, I don't keep myself apprised of that information for the most part. I've never actually been down into the Warrens, so... I've been to the keep, but not down into the Warrens.
You know, if you were to come by and bring your paperwork with you, there's always a chance we could fix that.
Submitted mine.
Come by on Monday and see what happens.
I may be busy on Monday, but... we'll see. It just depends on what time. And it depends on what things are going on. So...
Roughly around 11 Central Zephyrian time.
Might be a little difficult. But... And to be quite honest, I'm still wanting to take a few more days to myself right now. So...
Of course.
But, you know, down the line, I wouldn't be opposed if times work out. But... You said the tree burning. I know of the golden tree that I remember seeing in the keep. I'm assuming you meaning that.
One of those. There are multiple of those.
Okay.
Wherever there's a tree is where Siegfried has influence, in the Warrens or above.
Okay.
Now, we had an incident a while back where we had, for the sake of expediency in this conversation, an incident where a tree was burned severely.
Mm-hmm.
But we stopped it.
Mm-hmm.
It could recover in time. Months later, we encountered Vlanero, which I think you know of.
Oh, I do.
Okay, that helps.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I got distracted by my own hands. Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
we go down to the Warrens. He's by the tree. He lights it on fire. Again.
Lovely.
And he has cronies with him. So we start trying to do things to fix that. When we were doing this,
Mm-hmm.
he used a form of hemomancy that the Red Court uses, blood flame.
Okay.
He used that to incinerate the tree. I had begun practicing it myself. I had begun using it. And I took it upon myself when I recognized what it was to try to manipulate it. So I grabbed it, I harnessed all of it, and I threw it. Unfortunately, could not get it all off, and like napalm, it essentially covered me. It burned the shit out of me, but I was touching something that was regenerating me the entire time, so it was burning me as fast as it was healing me until it eventually went out. Horrible experience, but ever since then, my mana's been a bit fucky.
Makes sense.
It's had that flame in it, that hemomancy, that fire that burns in my blood.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward a few months, and this is where time gets a bit fucked. Were you around during the purple crystals at the Aether with the zombies and Zafira?
No, I heard of it, but I was not involved in any of that. No.
So to save context, reality warping crystals,
Yep.
the entropy manifested purely in a more cosmic physical state. Point is, at some point down the line from that incident originally, I opened a portal, walked through it to go home, and it threw me into the realm where that element is rampant.
Oh, lovely.
And I got stuck there for like 2 months.
Hmm.
2 months for me, 2 days for them. During that time, I was under a severe amount of stress. I was fighting. I was seeing friends and family tormenting me, much like the Warrens does, but it felt different. It felt more real than the other place. At a point, there was a moment where I felt overwhelmed, and in that moment of being overwhelmed, there was this surge of flame, and it burst out of me.
Mm-hmm.
Coated me. I felt empowered. I felt stronger, faster. I felt more in tune with everything that I was. And I fought. Defended myself.
You harnessed what you had absorbed and your body had adapted to make it its own.
When I did, it had a mark. It left its signature on me. There was flames going off of me, obviously static, a little bit of dust, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
But all of my scars lit up. There were patterns in my fur whenever that state happened.
Okay.
And as time progressed, I began to harness it a bit easier. When the mana rains were happening in Orlando, it was randomly causing it to trigger. I would just be sitting there minding my own business and suddenly just...
Yeah, I mean, that does that to me immediately, for the most part, so...
Yeah, it's the same, actually. Once it starts, just on, can't turn it off until it's done. And as time has progressed, my body changed. When my body changed, the markings changed. You still see it in my eyes. I noticed it when I look at myself in a mirror. But I can still call upon it. I used to be able to call upon it a bit more freely, but now it requires... I have to be fighting. I have to be...
You're needing those emotions, so to speak. Interesting. Let's put it this way. If it is something that is going to potentially turn into what I have, because I don't know, and again, we don't have enough knowledge as to even how the fuck this shit works, because I don't, and Thuriel doesn't. But
Either.
one thing that I can at least tell you. In the days and weeks following our expedition up to the Sky Island where we found the Wind Mana Zone, whenever I was doing intense fighting, and I do mean intense, like not just quick spars, I meant like hard fought, either simulation battles, monster hunts, whatever it was, these started appearing, little by little, during them, and then they would fade away. Over time, they would get brighter and brighter, like you can see. But it never got to the point of where this happened. This didn't happen until the day when my emotions hit an extreme trigger. Extreme duress, fear, sadness, negative emotions in general. When that happened, that's what triggered the transformation for me. And that's what happened, and that's how I realized that I had become the dominant of Garuda. But for you, I don't know if that's the same. So it's something that we'll have to watch over the coming weeks and months, because it took about 2-3 months before that even hit a peak. Again, I don't know if it will do that for you or not. If you're one who's been chosen to become that, I don't know. All I can tell you right now is I can sense that primordial inside of you, and it's trying to meld itself to your already existing magic. But it's not in conflict, and that's the good thing. Because if it was in conflict, that would be very, very bad. It would tear your body apart, basically. Unless you were able to get rid of all of it.
Just throw one really big rock.
Yeah. But if perhaps it doesn't end up where you becoming the dominant, you could be something like Maxine. Maxine holds a small sliver of primordial wind. My primordial wind. When I transformed the first time, she inadvertently took some of that from me. Not on purpose, by accident. Since then, she's been able to utilize a little bit of that, and it's been growing within her, bit by bit. But not to the extent of anywhere close to where me or, say, even Ethereal, because Ethereal can utilize it through his suit. But she still has that one ability. She creates the claws. But if you remember seeing them, they're see-through. They're not physical. More than likely denoting the fact of how little she has within her body. But she still is able to utilize it. She can still call upon it. It's also what's made her a target to you-know-whom.
Mm-hmm.
But that also could mean that you could manifest something in a similar vein. Except you took a lot more of it than she did. Which means yours would actually very much be, if that is the case, a lot more physically present and real in the world. And a lot more destructive more than anything. But that's only time will tell. And I have no idea how it will manifest for you. It's just something to keep an eye on.
That does bring a concern to mind, although I kind of had an inkling, especially after how things ended up on that day.
Yeah.
You know who saw us, saw you.
I don't know if he
saw
was...
what I was doing.
I don't know if he was visibly there. That's the thing. I don't know if he actually was physically there or if he was just projecting voice. That's the one thing I'm concerned on.
I would say he's probably aware only because of two things.
Mm-hmm.
He knew the exact area to send his creature.
That's assuming that that's even his.
We heard his voice.
Well, hearing his voice versus the creature appearing are two different things. We don't know if there's a correlation. We don't know if there's a correlation, though.
I think it's safe to assume that there is.
As of right now, we can treat it as such. But it could also be as just sheer coincidence. Who knows? We don't know. But you're right. He was present. The question is more of, was he physically there to see us in that moment? And more so specifically, if he was there and saw me in my transformed state and saw me transform out of it. Because he has seen me with the cracks visible. I can tell you that right now. But even the cracks being visible does not denote anything. Because I've had people look at my magic, and unless you are very, very skilled in looking at magic and sensing it, you would not know that I have primordial within me. And in fact, I'm not even exuding primordial when those cracks are out and about. It's just an indicator, more than anything. It doesn't do anything. So it's more of, did he see me transformed and transform out of it, or did he just see me as is? Because that's what's going to be telling. So I don't know. And we don't know what he did or did not see.
I don't know either.
And that's the concerning
Us
part.
do.
Yeah.
True.
And we don't know how much he even took from that either, which is going to be another problem. That being said, the pieces that I were able to recover, they are locked away in a stasis area, and locked away where no one can get to, except me. So.
I've broken mine apart into two smaller halves. One half is not with me, the other half is. Not on me currently, but...
You have it somewhere. Good. Alright.
The other place, where the other one is, good luck. The last time someone tried to break in, they had a nuke essentially teleported to where they were.
That's a rude awakening.
It is a very rude awakening.
I like
the
that.
patron was not happy.
I know, I like that. Alright. Well, at this point, we just wait and see. That's all we really can do. But
Yes.
let me know if you do start to showing anything different, you start utilizing a different type of magic. Just let me know, and I can see what I can do.
I'll tell you if I start coughing up earth.
Yeah, more than likely, it may start out small. I don't know. It's uncharted territory. But if you do see anything Earth-related, note it down, because then we can see. But yeah.
Easy enough.
Well, aside from that, if you want to spend some time here, by all means.
There are two things this will talk about before we leave.
Sure.
Both are going to be invasive, so I am sorry in advance. You spoke of needing time away.
Time away, as in... I'm just taking time to myself to recollect, refocus, come back with a clearer head. That's why I'm not at the Azure right now. I'm taking time away from there more than anything, but more so just... If I'm needed for very specific things, I will make myself available if I'm asked. Such as that mission. Such as that mission yesterday. Well, Friday. But aside from that, I am just relaxing. That's what I mean by taking time away. Just not focusing on certain things right now. Because I have been for the past many months. So, and it's been nice. It's nice to not focus on that.
Good. Vacations are important, but I also feel to a small extent this isn't a vacation, necessarily. The invasive question I'm going to ask is, what was the straw? You very much seem the workaholic type to me, the type who wishes to have things done and worked on. I will also say this before we go any further. My mentors were counselors and therapists, and I also believe in a level of secrecy when it comes to things of this nature. So, on behalf of my people and on behalf of my bond, I will present to you this opportunity to speak your mind freely under proper terms, that what we speak about here does not leave here. If you need that comfort, I know I'm not going to talk to other people about it. This is always an extra layer I offer so people can feel safer.
Then I'll accept that.
You feel a wave go through your hand for just a moment, and then it feed back into the hand touching yours.
To answer your question, what was the straw that broke the camel's back? I'm assuming you're aware of some of the Azure's missions to help Logia, the Clausel's homeworld. To a degree, at least.
I've heard mutterings in passing on board the ship, but nothing more than that, mostly because I have not been asked to assist.
It's technically open to those who want to assist, you just have to ask. And if you hear the communication systems. But, a while back, old weapons were recovered from Logia. A few missions that were done. Broken pieces, but weapons that held importance and significance. They had survived this calamity. Slowly but surely, we worked to repair them. Mana, for the most part, was what was needed. Mana from various elements specifically. One such item was a rapier. Was with ice magic specifically. I assisted in actually contributing close to 80% of its mana that was needed to repair it. I had done so, and in doing so, we learned a few things about the rapier, who originally held it, what they utilized it for, and an interesting contract, so to speak, that the wielder had with an entity, a knight. Almost like a construct of sorts. And then in further later notes, it was a being that had been a friendly, like I guess a even contract with it, the wielder of the rapier. They would help each other, defending the world, as a protector. Knowing how dangerous these weapons were, because what I could sense out of the rapier at the very least was high concentrations of magic, as well as a different type of magic which is what we've been coining as primal beast magic. Not the same as what I am. Very different. But it's still on par, almost on par, if not sometimes exceeding that of mine. It's dangerous. Noting that within the rapier, I had requested that I take it and put it away for safekeeping. I noted that keeping it aboard the ship, we could do so, but it ran a large risk of if someone came aboard the ship and found out where they were being stored, we'd have a massive problem on our hands. I offered to take it someplace where no one could get to. No one without me knowing, and unless you had very, very specific permissions, you could not even step foot into where it was even located, and then you would even have to find it. I made my case, an argument, to the head researcher, who was more so insistent on keeping it aboard the ship, but then eventually relented, and said, fine, you can take it off the ship, so long as you agree that when we need it to do research and study, you bring it back. I agreed. I had no reason to deny that. That was fair. I have no reason to hold on to that rapier, nor to utilize it for anything. I don't. It's not something that I am, for lack of a better phrasing, greedy to take what power it has and use it for myself. I have no need for it. I had no intention of doing so. So, I took it. I put it away for safekeeping. The next week, I'm asked to bring it back. There was something that they wanted to try and do. See what would happen if a certain someone held on to it, if it reacted to them. Because given that it was ice magic, they wanted to see how it would react. This is where things get spotty. We do the test. The person holds the rapier. They see the same person that I did, the former wielder of the weapon, and their contracted individual, their entity. Then, nothing. The next thing I hear from the person holding the rapier is that we were going to try something. Didn't tell me what, didn't say what. Next thing we see is purple smoke emanating from the rapier. That was never there before. A moment later, a blizzard kicks up. But instead of a white and blue blizzard like we would normally see with regular snow, it was purple. It was corrupted. And I had seen that kind of corruption before, in Vicelogia. A few moments later, that knight appears, that entity appears. But instead of being the same, being the colors of blue and silver of what we had seen, it was purple and gray. The knight stood up from one knee, took 2 steps forward, and the last thing that I can remember, he slashes his sword at me. Everything else is blank. The next memory that I have is I'm waking up to excruciating pain from Sheena healing 2 of my tails that had been broken. I have no idea what happened in between that time. I would not know until someone told me, and in fact a few people have told me. I was taken control of. That entity took control, and I was made to attack my friends, my family, and the people that I'm meant to protect aboard the ship. I had no control of myself. I have no memory of this. That, of course, was devastating to hear. Very much so. To see my morals twisted in a full 180. That was distressing enough. Over the coming week, I would hear more things of frustrating and untrue. I was being blamed, that it was my fault for these things happening. The following week, there was a meeting that was held between the founders and the heads of the ship. At that meeting, I was basically made the scapegoat. I was fully blamed for everything that had been happening. And in fact, so far going as saying that I should be removed from my positions. But that wasn't the straw that broke the camel's back. The final straw was being told that my own brother wanted to kill me when this all happened. That was the final straw. To note, that information had never been brought up before. Not in that entire time frame. Only ever brought up during that meeting. So it's a little odd to me hearing that when I look back at that. Because I know my brother well enough, I don't believe he would ever want to do that to me. So I'm trying to figure out why, and I haven't had the opportunity to talk to him, but then again, I've been taking time to myself and recovering. After hearing that piece of news, I bolted from the meeting. I couldn't take it. Who would? To know that your own family member would want to kill you like that. So, I took my leave of the ship. And later I was tracked down by 2 friends. And I spoke with them about everything that happened. And then just recently, I sat down with another person, one of the other heads. And for the first time, I was asked what my side of the story was. And I told them. See, up until that point, no one had ever asked me for my side of the story. Because the person I was speaking to, they heard things, and things didn't add up. It didn't make sense. So they wanted to ask and know for themselves, and I told them. And now, even more questions are being raised as to why. But that is the reason why, Ludwig. That is the reason why I said that I'm taking time to myself.
That is most certainly a lot to take in. Even more so, a lot to unpack. And let me first start by saying I'm sorry you had to unpack any of that.
Yeah.
Although solitude makes one reflect very poorly, unfortunately.
Not at spending it in solitude. As I said, I've been staying with Eva. She and my fiancé have been keeping me company, and I've been there and supporting. So I'm not alone.
Okay.
I'm not alone in that. But it's just more so I'm
couldn't
just
ask the
taking
question.
space away, so to speak.
Understood. Well, it means I can't ask the first question that came to my mind as soon as you was talking, which was going to be me wrapping my arm around you, pointing off in the distance, going, "Is that her? Is it Eva?"
No.
I haven't forgotten.
I know. But I hope that at least that answers that for you.
I will admit you handled it much better than I would have.
Oh, trust me. Explaining it now, I can do so without losing myself. When it happened in the moment, And trust me, when I got told about my brother, I was so very close to actually just giving in to my anger in that moment. I was very close to wanting to rip the throat out of the person who said that.
So, let's start breaking this down a little bit, and I will address topics and pieces that I feel need to be addressed. One, the first one, the obvious one, of course. You not being in control. Losing control like that. I understand that feeling. I understand that fear. I understand how that... I can understand and sympathize, but I can never understand truly, from your perspective, how that feels.
I have lost control exactly once before that. That one I can remember. This one I cannot. I have no memory. It is a complete and total blank. And quite frankly, I think I would much prefer it to stay that way. I don't want to know what happened. I really don't. Because I cannot bring myself to imagine me doing what I did. And I'd rather keep it that way. But I know that I did it. I understand and accept that. I just don't want to relive those memories.
How are you sure? In knowing that you did that?
Because every single person who was there has said the exact same thing to me.
And are these the same people that used you as a scapegoat for what happened?
Some of them, but some of them have not. And those are the ones that I will listen to more than anything.
That is fair then. The ones that are using you as a scapegoat, is that something they've done with others? Is that something you've known them to do before? Or heard rumors?
No. No. Not entirely, no. Not to this degree. Placing blame on others for what they've actually done, yes, that's one thing. But in this particular instance, this was different. This was targeted.
But why?
I don't know. I really don't. I don't have those full answers.
I have a couple of theories. Mind you, they're very direct, in-point theories. But I've also been doing this for quite some time, dear, so my mind already spots certain angles a bit faster than others.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized something. Fucking goddamn it all. It happened again. There's a complete side tangent for a moment. Every time this happens, but someone gets a little quirky with their magic and decides Lulu needs to make a walkabout for a while, it is always right before I have a very serious talk with someone. It's happened every single time. Every single time. I was wondering what it was going to be. It's you. You are the one that I'm going to have the serious talk with while I'm walking around with my tits hanging out.
Look, you're the one who wanted to make the serious talk. I only wanted to talk to you about the other thing. You're the one who brought this one up.
I don't know how long this is going to last, and I don't know how long it was going to be before we had an opportunity to. I would rather address it while it's fresh, even if it's uncomfortable. I'd rather just get ahead of it and be done with it.
And I am not opposed, Ludwig. You're fine.
Of course you're not. I know how I look right now. I look phenomenal.
Damn fucking
That doesn't
right.
mean that. I know. Listen, as they say in the modeling industry, I am one bad bitch. I've done this enough times now at this point that I'm comfortable with myself. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how one wishes to discuss it and think about it, I am fine with it at this point. Well, I'm not actually fine with it at this point.
You're tolerant of it to a degree.
The unfortunate part for you in all this is you cannot talk about anything we talk about in this conversation to anyone else. So I
That's
can say
fine.
truthful things.
That's fine.
I am tolerant of it to an extent. Unfortunately, I've also grown to like it a bit. Not because I feel like this is the true me, but because, unfortunately, people treat me better this way. One of the issues with me being a fiend is people have a natural distaste and distrust of me, but you put a little curve on someone and suddenly you don't really care that much. It's easy to trust them when you have ulterior motives or ulterior places to put your hands, as I've come to notice.
People just like
pimps too.
women, I think. I think that's what it boils down to on that. It's just women.
I'm aware. No, trust me, I'm quite aware. When I model for Sir Ellis and the others, I am labeled as a gender-fluid model. Not because that's how I feel about myself, but because simply that is how I am able to do things. My people are shapeshifters. If I can switch between the two to fit whatever the photographer's needs, then I can do that. It's better opportunity for pay for me after all. And it makes things much easier. Much more jobs are lined up for it. However, I will admit, over time, it does get bothersome when all of my clients want me into, well, as you can probably tell, very skimpy attire or very form-fitting attire that enhances the true feminine beauty.
That's fair.
I am what I am. I know who I am. I am Ludwig. Beneath curves, beneath outfits, I am still that old cranky dog. However, that doesn't mean I will not cheat in aspects of cheating and utilizing this to my advantage to get what I want, because I deserve it much more than other people do.
Fair enough. Though, that being said,
Yes.
how much more do you want to talk about this particular subject?
only as much as you're wanting to talk about, because I know it's an uncomfortable subject, and rest includes not discussing these things until you are properly prepared to.
That's fair. But...
So, do you wish to talk more about it, or would you rather enjoy your rest without having to be reminded of any of this?
I've already come to accept things about it. Can't change what's already been done, but I can change things going forward. Am I still upset and frustrated about what happened? Yes. That's just flat out. Am I upset about certain individuals who said certain things about me? Abso-fucking-lutely.
As you should.
And I will be talking to them about this when I'm in a proper, better headspace, and when I come back from my time away. There will be talks and conversations on it. And more than likely, I will probably lose one or two people as friends. But you know what? They shouldn't have said certain things about me in the first place.
No, fuck them.
Mm-hmm.
That is what the proper response is. Fuck them. They're not worth your time. They're not worth your loyalty.
Indeed. But I do appreciate you asking. I do appreciate that, genuinely.
Of course. I do view you as a friend, dear, which means I am concerned of your safety and well-being, and especially... I have been in your boots before. I understand what it means to take time away from people. They're supposed to be your comrades and allies after they betray you.
Yeah.
Gosh.
It is. And I do consider you a friend as well. So, I do appreciate it.
I'm glad for that. Now, with all this said and done, the offer is still there for the place at our home. If you still wish to have some time away,
I'll keep it in mind.
I can arrange a spa day.
I'll keep it in mind.
Good. Now, was there anything you wish to talk about before we leave? Questions you have, truths you wish to truly know. We're still under contract. Things I'm not allowed to talk about openly. I'm feeling
What
generous.
is... Okay. What is one thing you wish you could openly state and you can't? Short and brief.
God, that's a good question. There's so many.
Fair enough. That's a good enough answer for me. That being said, I appreciate it. Truly.
Of course.
I'm gonna head back. So,
Alright.
and if you want to come back here, like I said, by all means. It's not under
I will try to come
heavy.
back.
It's not under a heavy restriction comparatively to elsewhere in these mountains. But if you did happen to wander in there, well, I will know, and I'll just lead you back down the mountain.
I'm going to make snow trails everywhere and leave very, very dirty images in snow. You're going to be very upset with me when it's all said and done.
Good luck with that. The snow always constantly falls here, so.
That's a challenge.
Fair enough. Anyways, take care of yourself, Ludric. I'll see you around. Probably in a
Do
few.
my best.
I'll probably see you in maybe a week. Maybe towards the end of the week. More than anything. We'll see.
Maybe.
Jeanne.
Oh, we're doing this now. Alright, I understand. Alright, fine. I will just walk back by myself, out in the middle of the cold, being abandoned by my friends once again. She's probably already gone.
What did you drop on the ground there? It looks like a card.
I was going to look between my legs, but I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'm scared of the skirt. If I go too far, you're just going to get an eyeful.
That was, oh my god, that reminds me of what happened with CA last night. I got fucking enlarged by Nako, and like people just like, I was like, oh right, that's a thing. People were like,
Everybody look down!
No, that people were fucking saying that was so funny. Anyways, good shit. That was a lot longer than I expected that to be, but you know what? I'll fucking take it. That was fun.
Listen, you give him prompts, I can yap.
Oh yeah.
Boy, howdy, guys.
No, yeah, I
Fucking-
enjoyed that. I enjoyed that. It was needed. She needed that. So, well, yeah. Cheers for that. Also, goddamn women. My chat was going like, holy shit.
Well, so since Chad is currently listening, actually, you know what? Can I be bad? Can I be
Yeah,
bad for
you
just
can
a
go.
moment?
Yeah, you can go be bad. Yeah. As long as you're not gonna
Alright.
break my TOS, you're fine.
All right, chat. Who's ready to see? Hi. Hey. How you doing? Two things I want to shout out real quick. Just little things here because you know, we're talking, we're doing things. One, this lovely bass. You like this? It's a good bass. Did you know that this bass is currently for sale? On Booth, if you look up Flurry Puff's page, she is currently selling essentially the female equivalent of Ludric's bass.
Nice.
Very, very low cost. So you too can be a sassy jackal if you really want to.
Ooh, nice.
Or a Conaloth, really, realistically, at the end of the day, is whatever you want to be. Now, with that being said, I also have to give shout outs to Twix.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah.
This bitch.
No, Twix does good work. Twix does good work.
She's like, you have a new model, which means whenever you get a new Lulu, it has to get a whole makeover. I was like, why? Oh, the Lulu's fine. She's like, no.
She's like,
No.
you have no choice. Hand over the files.
Essentially, that's the way it works. My rule for friends has always been, if they're wanting to do work, that's perfectly fine. If they want, I say, I'll pay for it if they like to. However, if you send me an FBX with my model and go, you're wearing this to a lobby, I will wear it.
Fair enough.
For better or worse.
All right. Well, I'm heading to Azure as this girl, so I will see you later. That was fun, Kadri.
Honestly,
Thanks for that.
You'll probably see me there in a few minutes.
Oh, fuck yeah. Let's go. This will be fun. I'll see you shortly
This
then.
will be time. I will cause problems in places.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Yep.
Good talk. I was longer than I wanted to because I did say I was gonna be I did tell the gym, I was like, I was gonna be a little late. I didn't expect to be that late, but you know what? I did say I was gonna be late, so there's that. Anyways, is CJ here? Because I want to fucking talk to... She's in a car sales mode, damn it.